Good afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Captain Melissa, and I am your host for today. This is your teacher, Captain Baker. Today, we will review all the wonderful discoveries of Nicholas Copernicus, and today you will learn all about suffix OUS, suffix IVE, LY, FUL, and LESS. Today's lesson is titled Out of the World Suffixes. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to determine the meaning of the new word formed when a suffix is added to a known word, and you will be able to identify real-life connections between words and their use. Before we get started, let's go back over some information that we've been previously studying. We learned all about Nicholas Copernicus in the previous lessons. We know that he is a Polish astronomer. What else do you know he is? Awesome. He's a clergyman, and what else? Does anyone else know? Great job. He's a physician. We also know that he deducted that the Earth moved in space. What else do we know? Great. We know that he proposed the heliocentric idea that the sun, not the Earth, was at the center of the solar system or universe. We also know that he opposed the geocentric view that said that the Earth was the center of the universe. How was Copernicus able to come to all these conclusions? Well, first of all, he studied the movement of the planets. He studied the night sky. And he used his mind and logical thinking to create his hypothesis. He also performed mathematical calculations, and he studied Aristarchus's ideas.
And that was another famous astronomer, right?
Yes, that's another one we've been talking about. Copernicus made all of his observations long before the telescope was invented. Now, I want you to pay attention as we discuss out of this world suffixes. Captain Baker, are you ready?
I'm ready. I am ready. So first, guys, let's talk about what we know about suffixes. We know that the main part of a suffix is, or the main part of a word, is the root word. And that's what we add a suffix to. And it gives, the root word gives the word its major meaning, what it mainly means. But when you attach a suffix to a root word, you add a little more information about the word. Sometimes it changes the word into an adjective, and sometimes it changes the word into an adverb, and we'll talk about that in a moment. First, let's talk about the meaning of the suffixes we're going to learn about today. We know that OUS means full of. Suffix IVE means doing or being. We know that suffix LY means like the noun that it's describing. We know that suffix FUL means full of, and suffix LESS means without. And you know what I forgot to say, Miss Melissa? Where does a suffix come? Does it come at the beginning of the word or the end of the word?
It comes at the end of the word. A suffix is found at the end of a root word. It's attached to the root word.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about some words that they might be attached to, that suffixes might be attached to at the end. Suffix OUS, we said, means full of. And if we added OUS to disaster, what word would we have?
Disastrous.
Disastrous.
Good job.
What if we added suffix IVE, which means tending to or doing or being, to the word talk?
I see an answer. Great job. Talkative.
Talkative. Excellent. If we add suffix LY to a noun, it makes them an adjective. So if we added LY to friend, what word would we have?
What would we have if we added ly to friend? Who knows? Look at the hands going up. Awesome. The word is correct. Friendly. Good job.
That makes the word mean what?
Like the noun friend.
Right.
Friend.
So if I'm friendly, we're friendly.
Friends.
Right, we're friends. If we add ly to the end of adjectives, it makes them adverb, as in the word bravely or carefully. The meaning does not change, but it changes it into an adverb. Suffix ful means full of. If I added thank plus full, I would get
thankful.
Excellent.
Thankful.
And if I add the suffix less, which means without, to the word speech, less, I would have.
What's the answer? Correct. Speechless.
Great.
Awesome job, boys and girls.
Terrific. Now we're going to do some more word games with suffixes. And let's review some that we've talked about specifically. These are all suffixes: ous, ive, ly, ful, and less. Let's look at this word. Captain Melissa has them ready for you. The word is danger. Danger means the chance that something bad will happen. Is danger a verb or a noun, Captain Melissa?
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
It's a noun. Danger is a noun.
So let's add ous to it. And what is the new word?
The new word is dangerous. Dangerous.
Great job. Dangerous means
full of chance that something bad's going to happen.
And what type of speech is dangerous?
Let's see. Does anyone know? Right there. What type of speech? Adjective. Awesome job. It's an adjective.
Great. And adjectives do what?
Let's see. I heard it. They describe nouns.
They describe nouns.
Let's do some more words.
Let's
I like this game.
This is fun. Let's add the suffix ful and have students read the new word. The word is care plus full, which makes the word
careful. Our word is careful.
And what do you think that means?
I see some hands going up.
I do too.
Careful means that you're full of effort to do something correctly. To do something correctly. And guess what part of speech it is? Awesome. It's an adjective. Good job.
Great. Now let's do another one with the word care. If we take the suffix ful away, but we add the suffix less, what new word do we have?
Careless. Careless is our new word.
Great. What do you think careless means, and what is the part of speech, boys and girls, that it is?
If less means without, I would say it's a lack of care. It's done without care.
Great job. You did a great job substituting suffixes, guys. There are other suffixes that can be added to words that we read, write, and study. For example, we can add the suffix ly to words that already have a suffix, as in the word mysterious. Plus ly becomes
mysteriously. Mysteriously.
Great job. What do you think that word might mean, Captain Melissa?
I think mysteriously means that it's difficult or it's something that's impossible to understand. And you know what? I know what part of speech it is as well.
What part?
Does anyone out there know? Awesome. It is an adverb.
And adverbs describe nouns or verbs?
Verbs?
Verbs, that's right. It's even in the word. So let's practice with a few more words. Are you ready?
Yes.
What happens when we add ly to the word humorous?
When we add ly to humorous, it becomes humorously. Humorously.
And what does that mean?
Humorously means it's something that's funny or it's something that's comical.
And what part of speech is that word?
Anyone know? I see. Awesome. It is an adverb because it describes a what? Awesome. It describes a verb. Great job.
Really great, guys. Let's do one more word for practice. We will use the word, ready? Furious. What happens when we add ly to the word furious?
It becomes what? Say it with me.
Furiously.
And what does furiously mean? Awesome. It means to be full of anger or rage.
And it is an
Adverb that describes the verb. Correct job, boys and girls.
Let's read this word.
Okay.
Act. What happens when we add the suffix IVE to the word act?
It becomes active.
Active. And what do you think active means?
Anyone have any idea? Correct. Good job. It is a verb. Good job.
And it means
To be active. To be active. You're not
Right.
standing still. You're active. You're moving around.
And that means it's a verb. The word act is a verb, so it has to be an adverb, right?
Correct. Correct. How many of you agree? Thumbs up. Awesome job. Great job.
Let's do two more.
Okay.
Cooperate means to work together. It is a verb. So what happens when we added suffix when we add a suffix to the word cooperate? If I add IVE and LY to cooperate, my new word is
Cooperatively. That's a huge word. Say that with me.
Cooperatively.
Great job. And it means that we're working together toward a common goal. And what part of a speech is it? Awesome. It's an adverb.
two more words we can use using suffixes are appreciative and decorative. If we add ly to those two words, what are the new words we have?
When we add ly to appreciative, who can say that word for me? Put it together. Appreciative, ly, it's what? Correct, appreciatively. Good job.
Excellent. And when we add IVE and ly to the word decorate, we get decoratively.
Very good.
Decoratively. Great
And
job.
what does decoratively mean? Who knows? Thumbs up. What does it mean? Awesome job. It means to make something look attractive. And what part of speech is it? Awesome job. It is an adverb.
Cooperate, we did. And now we have the word create. Let's add suffix IVE and ly to create, and our new word would be creatively. Creatively means to think in an imaginative way.
So did we just add two suffixes to that word, Captain Baker?
We sure did, Captain Melissa, and we made a new word. That was awesome, guys. Really great.
And what was our word? Let's say it together.
Creatively.
Very good job.
Really nice. Now, we're going to move on to play some more games with suffixes. We have added the word, let's look, OUS, we've added FUL, we've added LESS, we've added IVE, we've even added two suffixes at a time. So we can see all the different ways that we can use suffixes when we read and when we write. Now, let's use some of these words so that we can decide which one will fit the best in our sentence.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Are you ready, guys?
Need you to listen very carefully.
And let's blast off. Captain Melissa's going to write our word in when we choose. So I'm looking to all of you to decide which suffix word fits the blank. Our first sentence says, Copernicus studied blank before he made a hypothesis. Remember, a hypothesis is a guess.
Thinking or guessing.
What word would you choose? Carefully or mysteriously?
Well, let's use them both in the sentence and see which one sounds best.
Sounds great. Copernicus studied.
Copernicus.
Copernicus. That's right. Studied carefully before he made a hypothesis.
Okay.
Or Copernicus studied
mysteriously before he made a hypothesis. I believe, what do you think? Carefully? Okay.
2 thumbs up. The word that completes the sentence correctly is carefully. Great. Terrific. Now let's do another. You ready? We must remember that to some people during Copernicus's time, he must have seemed blank. Which suffix completes the sentence? Talkative or dangerous?
What do you think? Thumbs up if you think it's talkative. I don't see any thumbs up, Captain Baker. So we all unanimously agree that it is what? Dangerous.
Great thinking skills. Terrific. Dangerous is the correct word. Danger plus OUS makes dangerous.
Very good. Awesome
And
job.
Our last sentence, Miss Melissa. Copernicus blank his quest in discovering the heliocentric view of the universe.
Okay, you want to read it one more time?
Copernicus blank his quest in discovering the heliocentric view of the universe.
What are our words? They are furiously or bravely. How many of you agree that it is furiously? I don't see any thumbs up. Y'all are doing an awesome job. So is everyone agreeing that our answer is bravely?
I think it's bravely because if you remember correctly, when Copernicus first came out with his views, there were a lot of people who didn't believe him. So I think he was very brave, which is what bravely means.
Awesome job.
Now, we're going to try and write with some of our suffixes. We can complete this series of sentences about Copernicus using sentence starters and our suffixes that we're learning today. Are you ready? Let's write. Captain Melissa, how will our sentence start out?
We're going to start our sentence out with
Copernicus was an important astronomer because. We're going to complete that in 1 second. Then we're going to complete but. Then we're going to complete so. And if you will use this strategy for writing, it's helpful to you to come up with really great sentences. So we've started it off, and now we're going to try and complete it. So we're going to start at the beginning one more time.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Copernicus was an important astronomer because he bravely challenged old ideas and theories. What is our suffix word that we used?
Can anyone tell me? What is it? Great job. It is bravely. Awesome. Great job, boys and girls.
Terrific. Brave plus L-Y equals
bravely.
To do something in a brave way. Now let's complete but. But he wasn't able to change the old ways of thinking that space was mysterious and dangerous. What are our two suffix words?
Does anyone see them? Can anyone share? Great job. Mysterious and dangerous. Good job.
And our last sentence begins with so. So he carefully and creatively tested his theories to prove his ideas. And our suffix words are what?
Carefully, and who can tell me the last one? Your hand went up first. What is it? Awesome job. Creatively.
That's one
Very
of the
good
words
job.
that we use two suffixes in. Look how easily we could write those three sentences just by using because, but, so. I want you to remember this when you go back and you have to write in your classroom or when you write at home, when you're struggling with the sentence, to use this strategy. Now that we have played all these fun games with suffixes, you can do this at home on your own. We have some cards that are attached to this lesson that you can use to make suffixes at home or at school. You can also make your own sentences or use word cards to practice using suffixes, and you can use them when you speak or when you write. Suffixes really are out of this world. Let's go back to our original chart and review what we know about suffixes. The root word is the main part of a word that gives the word its basic meaning. And when you attach a suffix to a root word, you add a little extra information. Let's review what each suffix means. Suffix OUS means
Full of,
suffix IVE means
doing or being,
suffix ly added to a noun makes them an adjective, and this makes the word mean.
like the noun.
Excellent job.
FUL means full of, and LESS means without.
Very nice. You have done an excellent, excellent job. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, helping make all of these suffixes. It's out of this world.
Great job. I have included a list of titles which will help you build knowledge today, such as the Magic School Bus Takes a Moonwalk, Space Exploration, and Space Stars, and The Beginning of Time, what the Hubble Space Telescope saw. Again, we would like to thank you for joining us today. All rights and credits from this lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these materials with us. Bye guys.